Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
On the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Third down. Here's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Swift. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now again, right side. It's Harrington. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
The tackle made.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
On play action, Wentz.
At the 34-yard line.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager. 66 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made by K'Lavon Chaisson.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. Harrington. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Taylor on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll go down at the 28. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
At the 45-yard
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This draw complete to Rager. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 22 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up second.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Haskins. Throwing deep for Galladay. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Y'all can bring it to you. 56 to Mike. Forward, Tokyo. You got nothing to run.
On 1st down, Greenwood. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Lions.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is caught at the 8.
That's good for an Eagle.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
Wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11 now. They'll try the left side. It's Harrington. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Haskins will throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They're running it. Check. Watch the twist.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Number 26, Miles
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
working from the gun, Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Wentz now to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 19. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. On the return is Henderson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. So after the INT, here's Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return is Henderson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let him know, let him know. 45's the mark. Hey, defense, let's go.
Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Greenwood. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, Greenwood. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
They'll try the left side. Greenwood. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 42-yard.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
On the return is Henderson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Boy, after no getting in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
They'll run on 1st down. Harrington. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
1st down, Detroit. Today's final score.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately,